maybe you're not really, you haven't wrapped your head around this thing totally yet. Whatever that is, I'm telling you, there is something here for every single person, and you're not going to want to miss this. We got about 2 or 3 minutes left here, and I'm going to hand this off to our folks that are helping us get this thing going. It's really awesome what's happening here. We're pumped and excited. All right, gonna let this spool up for a minute. Just hang tight. We're coming back to you in about 30 seconds. Oh yeah. I hope you've had your coffee. I hope you had your spot-tay. Hope you've maybe got some energy in you here, because this is going to be a good one. Hey, listen, you're going to want to grab your pen, your paper, your pencil, your iPad, your other pads, whatever you got going on, to take some notes. This is going to be a remarkable call today. Lots of information coming at you, so we want you to be ready. Listen, I want to tell you, if you've allocated maybe you've allocated, I don't know, 30 minutes for the call, 20 minutes for the call, whatever it may be, I'm just going to encourage you. This is important enough to your life that you need to go ahead and stretch out this until we're done. We're not going to take too long today. We're going to be very expeditious, but we're going to be very thorough. And I promise you, from bookend to bookend, there's going to be information being dropped that you're not going to want to miss. So I encourage you to really, really do that, okay? Hang tight. There's Philippines in the house. How about that? I just saw that pop up on the screen. Just happened to see that. Great stuff. California, Florida. It's just everywhere, guys. I don't even know what to say at this point. It's just everywhere. There's even Vegas in the house. Terry will be happy to know that Vegas is being represented today. All right, we got about 2 minutes here. I'm going to give this about 60 seconds, and then we're going to hand this off to our some of our speakers and let them kick this thing off. I hope you're ready. It's going to be a big day right here in Paradise. It's just awesome what's happening. Listen, 1 year ago this weekend, we were doing something very similar to this right here, and we were bringing Phix to the market. And exactly 1 year later, God's blessings have rained down on this company. He has put things in our hands, in our grasp. He has kind of blazed a trail. The teams have been working tirelessly, and I mean that literally. I'm talking about countless hours of work going into this moment right here. This is the time. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. These are the folks you want to be with. This is the company you want to be connected to. This is the culture you want to be a part of. And today, we're about to kick this thing off. Well, without further ado, it is my great pleasure to bring on two of our great leaders, Mr. Terry Camp from Las Vegas, Mr. Jim Denzine. These guys are literally blazing the trail. They're out in front. They're remarkable speakers, remarkable coaches, remarkable mentors, and they're doing a great job here getting things going. So, guys, God bless you. Take it away. Guys, are you there?
Not sure. Hey, everybody.
There we go.
There we go.
Terry, you're there, bro.
You guys okay over there?
We are now. We are now.
Yeah, we are now, gang. Hey, just a disclaimer. We'll keep saying that. Be patient with the Zoom. It may freeze up. We've got thousands and thousands and thousands of people are going to be attending today. So welcome, everybody. Hello, world. So TK, I know you're not far away, but I'll tell you what, pretty exciting having coffee with you this morning, bro. Just casting vision.
We were just talking about this, Jim, and literally, gang, it was this Saturday last year at 11 a.m. Central Time, right now, this minute, that we all jumped on a Zoom and launched Phix. Literally, we were in pre-launch and Phix exactly 1 year ago. So that's kind of surreal when you stop and think about it, Jim. I hadn't put that part together. I knew it was a year, but it was exactly this time. And, you know, there were only, a couple, 3, 4 handfuls of us at the time when we first started this back in May of last year. And here we are, 63,000 plus reps that have joined since then. And oh my goodness, where are we going to go from here? I mean, the next year is just going to be amazing. Pretty darn excited, my brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Gang, we're gonna give this, probably, just so you know, we're gonna give it another minute. Terry and I are just gonna banter back and forth and just allow people time to get in here. I'd encourage, if you got any last minute text blasts, the link was sent through email. It was text blasted. Every pre-registration person that sent in a pre-registration was sent the link. So hopefully people set their alarms. This is a really big deal. And so kudos to all of you that are here live. So yeah, as Terry referenced, wow, what a year. It feels, if you've ever seen that movie Groundhog's Day, or Deja Vu, right? And this is from The Sandlot. This is Deja Vu. But gang, we're going to talk about that. This is going to be a very thought out, pragmatic event today. So I encourage you, if you're not driving, take notes. You're going to want to also copy and paste some links that'll be shared throughout today. So just looking at the numbers here, Terry, why don't we give it another 30 seconds and we can start to go through and set this up for the gang.
Yeah, pretty excited. As Jim mentioned, get the last minute text out. I mean, people got stuff going on. It's Saturday. A lot of stuff happened. Today's a big, big day, particularly here in the U.S., and a lot of stuff going on. So we have something, though, that impacts the world, and we are really, really excited about what you guys are about to hear. Over the next, whatever it is, 40, 50 minutes, whatever that is, there is a ton to cover for you guys, a ton. And so it's really important, as Jim said, today's that day. You probably want to, have something to write with, or have your phone where you're putting notes in it, because the amount of information you're going to get is number one, but it's really, you're going to hear some things today many of you have not heard before. And it's important to understand, as we look back at the last year, we were just referencing it. It's not just the last year. Our company's been around coming up on 36 months, but where we began, and you're going to hear a little bit of that, but really the fact of what's happened over the last year. And if you can understand what's happened over the last year, it's going to give you vision, confidence in where we're going over the next year to 5 years, whatever that is. It's going to give you confidence that we are positioned right now at a phenomenal time in history. Every one of you that's on here, the thousands of you that are on right now, you're at this place in history, and some of you have no idea where we've come from, but that's okay, because what's really important is where we're going, and that's what you're about to hear about today. So, really excited about all that. Just so you guys know, the gentleman that I'm talking with right now, Mr. Jim Denzine, he was the first phone call about this particular idea, this platform. Said yes to it. Been around the industry for 30 plus years building, has had massive success in multiple businesses, and is intricately involved with everything that goes on from a corporate standpoint and a field standpoint. To me, one of the greatest strategists I've ever known in my lifetime. And he just has a great vision, but an attention to detail that helps every single one of us in the field. And so many of you may not know Jim Denzine, but that's who we're talking to today, or that's who's going to be kicking this off. So Jim, appreciate all you do, my brother, and it's been great being in the trenches with you, man.
Oh, you as well. And it's interesting just having a conversation. First of all, thanks for the kind words, Terry. And for those of you that are guests, Terry Camp is just a massive blessing, gang. He pastors in Las Vegas. And a lot of you, I mean, many tens of thousands of you have gotten to see his videos. And it's just a collaborative effort, gang. I could, play the hype card and go high octane. You're going to hear a different cadence in our voice, because we've gotten to a point really where there's just, we're just not on trial. We are absolutely crushing. We're going to continue to crush. So first of all, thank you, Terry. Want to welcome all of the reps. There's really three groups of people that are going to attend here live and listen to this replay. And that's number one, the reps that are working. They're in the trenches, they're grinding, they're creating, they're taking advantage of a health and wealth opportunity, gang. The second group of people are what I would call the guests that are here today. You've been promoted to register for this link. You've probably seen some sort of video, maybe attended a Zoom, maybe a conference call. And then there's those of you that I would say have been watching as spectators, maybe you up in the bleacher seats, let's call it. And you
Looks like we might have a
It
little
is what it
technical.
is.
There he is. Jim, you're back with us, buddy?
Okay, I didn't realize I was froze up,
There
Tom.
you go. It's all you, buddy.
Okay, so you're going to witness something, very significant today. I challenge you all to stay on till the very end. Very important. Don't hang up early, assuming that you know where this is going until this is done, until my buddy Byron Schrag in his black cowboy hat wraps this up. Stay on this entire event. You pre-registered. Why? Why did we do a pre-registration? We had no idea the many thousands of people that were going to want to hear this information. So Zoom, you may not know this, but it's really cool. Zoom has barriers of entry, 500, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. And so we had to have the right amount of chairs in the seat. I commend all of you who are here and have your chair, your seat in this Zoom. That's a really cool thing. Today, you're going to hear from several speakers. I do believe this is the biggest day in our company history. Why? 1 year ago, you're going to hear Randy reflect on this. Terry mentioned it. 1 year ago today, we launched Phix, right? For the last 3 months, we've been talking about the concept of Batman and Robin, and Phix being Batman and Phit being Robin. You've been hearing about this buildup. If you were in Vegas with us mid-April, you saw the formulator. You got to taste what Phit was. And so why is this the biggest day in our company's history? Really simple. A year ago, we basically launched Phix with a few dozen, maybe, active builders. Think about that, gang. Now we have tens of thousands. If you're here as a guest, I'm going to ask you that question. Just knowing that simple fact, where do you think this is going to go the next year and beyond? And so I need you to understand that if you're factoring in, is this project worth my time? Is this worth my investment of time? You can answer that question based on some of this knowledge. Gang, people ask me every day, why is this happening? Why are you guys gaining so much market traction? Really, it's simple. There's a movement out there. It's around us all day, every day. The MAHA movement, Make America Healthy Again, that's a very real thing. The GLP-1 commercials that people are being bombarded with 24/7, 365. You think about the economy, you think about people's survival, and then you just think generically about one question. What are you doing to take advantage of that for you and your family from a health and wealth perspective? That question is worth answering. So today you're going to hear a lot of information about not only alternative health and wealth method opportunities or solutions, right? You're going to hear about things like we're formulated too, but you're also going to hear it's so much bigger than just a product, gang. I know why we're here. We're here to hear about Phit, right? But it's much bigger than Phit. And as I land the airplane to flip this over to Randy, I need you to understand that if your takeaway is only a product, you miss the entire day. This is a business that we have poured our blood, sweat, and tears into. And when you hear the things that Randy's talking about, and he's just going to hit the high points, gang, this is a really big deal, like for your future. So again, if you're here as a guest at any time, you got a question, write it down. This is not an event where we're going to handle questions. There was people that raised their hands. We're not dealing with that today. There's not time. We're not going to do that in this public forum because of the thousands and thousands of people that are in here. But what you need to do is get back with whoever got you the link. They're going to be able to answer your questions. So just know that. So we've got a guy who's our founder, who's become a good friend. We're doing some masterminding with him this weekend. His name is Randy Tyner. His beautiful wife, Kathy. It's just, they're the reason why we're here, right? When we do Zooms and we talk about MPG, that three-legged stool between, the tools that we use, the system, the training, and corporate, this is the guy behind the scenes. This is the guy who's getting up at 4 a.m. And one of his first calls of the day is over to Malaysia where Mr. Yap lives. And you start hearing some of these names and these people that are working together. This is a real big deal because without them, we have nothing. That's just the reality of it. And so our ability to have a synergistic relationship between what we call the field, which is reps, and what we call our company, Marketplace Global, but those are just names, right? The field and corporate. But behind that are actual real people who, like all of us and all of you, have families, maybe spouses, maybe children, maybe grandchildren. And so today on this Zoom, try to also factor that into it, that, wow, this is all being done so all of us have an opportunity. So without further ado, I'm going to go over to Randy Tyner.
Well, thanks, Jim, and welcome everybody. And thanks for being on the call today. This is an exciting day. And I know we're here to talk about Phit and introduce the new product, but I just want to take a couple of minutes and just remind everybody the whole purpose of this company. We started this company over 2.5 years ago, but we launched Phix, like Terry said, 1 year ago today. I mean, this is so ironic that 50 people were on a call, 50 people, and now the thousands and thousands, and still more people coming in at this moment, is just incredible. And that's for one reason, because we have great people, we have a great industry, these are great leaders we have. And I just need to give a big shout out. It's the only opportunity I get to brag about our staff and the people behind the scenes. I'm often asked if we can handle the growth. Are you ready for this? Do you know what's going to happen, Randy? Do know what's going to happen. And yes, we are prepared because we have incredible people behind the scenes. Start with Mr. Yap, our president in Malaysia. This guy is ruthless. I mean, he is up when I'm up. I mean, I can call him at any time and he answers the phone, except maybe when he's walking his dog. But he even answers then. So he's just an incredible asset. He is a driver. He's a visionary. He is a real teammate and partner of ours that sees and cares a lot about every one of us. And I wouldn't be in this business without the people that are around us, including all the leaders we have in the field. But Mr. Yap is an essential part of the growth of this business. We have people, Tom Sputic, who every one of you know how important and what kind of a man Tom is and how dedicated he is to every one of you. He's been up all night. All night, this guy's been up every night. So we just really appreciate Tom. He's our COO, VP right now for the company, or always, and he is dedicated. And, he's been with me. We've been friends and colleagues and partners for over 18, 19 years now. I mean, this is not new to either one of us. We know how each other think. We know what our priorities are. And he's just an incredible partner to have. We have our CMO, our Chief Marketing Officer, Christy Rohr. You'll see a lot of the graphics and a lot of the images and everything about marketing today. Please stay on till the end of this Zoom. There is so many important things, like Jim said, about what's going on here. I mean, it's way too much to remember. I certainly can't. So please stay on and pay attention to a lot of this stuff. We have our Chief Business Development Officer, Greg Stevenson. He's also our compliance guy. Also, so dedicated and very, very experienced. I mean, these people, everyone, have ran over 50, 100 million, $5 million companies and been involved with some very serious business. And so they know what to do. And this is not new territory for them. We have a new CTO. We have Scott Ross that's joined us, which is incredible technology. The knowledge is like I just dropped my jaw when I have to listen and say, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever you say, Scott, because it's amazing the technology of where we're going to go and the things that you'll see today from our legacy partners, from Brian Jewell, who has been relentless about helping us in this industry and having us be the only and the number one people that are going to, what you see today is nothing you've seen in this industry. And I'm telling you, nothing. You are going to be blown away. You are going to be the first and the only right now to have this kind of technology at your fingertips, and it's going to change everything. And I know you may have heard that before with a lot of people, but you have to trust me on this one. It's going to change this whole industry. And Brian is right at the peak of that. And I'm just blessed to be associated with everything he's doing for us. And he's so fun and a great partner. So thank you very much, Brian, for that. We have um, Toby Palmer is our director of supply chain. He's just been an incredible asset for us. I got to tell you real quick something about Toby. Toby and I have known each other for a couple of years now in another business, and I knew Toby just needed to be part of Marketplace Global, but I didn't know what. I didn't know what Toby was going to do at the time when we hired him, and I convinced our shareholders the staff and said, listen, I don't know what he can do. I just know we need him. And I like him and he can be part of our team. So I'm so glad we did. Toby's been an incredible asset. He's in charge of all our supply chain, making sure we get all these products and keep them on time and all the inventories and the cost. He's just been an incredible asset for us. So thank you so much, Toby. And I just wanted to say thank you to these people. We have so many more employees. In fact, I have to tell you a short story. We had a barbecue for once a month. We have our employees, and yesterday we grilled out and had a barbecue for everybody. One of my favorite things to do is cook outside on the grill, so we did that for all the employees. And I got to tell you, I didn't know some of our employees. I really didn't. We have so many new people in our building, and we're expanding and growing so fast that there's new people coming in all the time. And it's just a joy to see all these people in our building, and over 21 people we cooked lunch for yesterday. It was just an incredible time. We got incredible people, had group pictures outside the building we'll be able to share. It's just a real fun time here at Marketplace, and it's not stopping. I'm often asked, can you handle this? Can you handle the growth? And let me tell you, we've gone from a half a shipping line a year ago with one person part-time because they also did production to 3 full shipping lines with 6 people. Over 3,000 packages a day get shipped out. UPS truck shows up twice a day. An actual box truck has to come first, and then the regular UPS truck comes around 4 o'clock every day. 3,000 or more packages get shipped out. We have machines, these snap machines that we have in our production area that produce the Phix snaps. We had 2 of those. We have 4, but 2 of them that were producing snaps for Phix, and they would do about 30,000 snaps a day. 30,000. Well, that wasn't enough. We had to upgrade. Now the machines we have do over 150,000 snaps a day. That's over 2 million a month that we can produce right now, and that's just out of 2 of our 5 machines that we have now. So expanding that production and keeping control on, one of the things that makes us a legacy company is not only just having the product and being able to source it, but able to manufacture the product, own the rights to the product, manufacture it, fulfill the product, ship the product. That's a huge deal. So it's a one-stop shop. I mean, we manufacture it, we package it, we take it over to the shipping area, we can fulfill it, get it all in the boxes and all in the cylinders, and get it in the box and ship it all in the same facility. This is a huge deal. I mean, we don't have to rely, the least we can rely on other vendors, the better we are as a company and the more we can control and make sure you're not out of product. So can we handle this? Yes, we're expanding every day. Listen, companies don't adapt, people adapt. And we are in a position to adapt very quickly. There are some remarkable things happening. Imagine having a pickup center in your town that you can just go over and have a wheel call in the town you're in dozens of cities that you could just have a pickup center where you happen to live. Wouldn't that be something? And not have to worry about having 3-day shipping. And the partners we have in our shipping to reduce the cost, because that's a big deal. We don't make money on shipping. I don't want to make money on shipping. I want to reduce that as much as possible. In fact, Tom keeps begging for free shipping and discount flat rate shipping. You might hear something about that if you stay on the line today. Something like that might happen. So I just want to remind everybody that a year ago today, this company had 50 people on the line. And I'm seeing the number just grow on this on the bottom of my screen right now, just 100 times fold right now. It's just amazing how many people, and we're all here for one product to hear it today. And today you're going to hear from somebody that has been a real unique partner of ours, and who brought Phix to us, and now bringing the Phit to us, has been a friend and a colleague. For years now, we've known each other. And I have to tell you a little story before I introduce Trey to everybody. 1 year ago, probably about 13, 14 months ago, I was in Las Vegas. Terry invited me to his event. And some of you that were there, the room probably had what, Terry, 100 people in the room. And I was asked, we were up on stage, and some of you may remember we have a video of this, and Jim and myself and Byron were up on stage just answering some questions, and somebody had asked me, because we talked about the snaps, why we don't have a product for the marketplace in a snap. And my comment to that was, I'm looking for that magic product. I want something that's ours. We package things for other network marketing companies. We've been packaging for many years in the snaps, but nothing for the marketplace. So of course, it would be curious of why we don't use that technology for a product in the marketplace, is because I never had that special product that we could call our own. I don't want to copy somebody else's product. I don't want something that everybody else has. We got to have something that we can call our own. And literally, that very next Monday, this was a Saturday that this happened, and Monday morning, I got a phone call from Trey, and we started talking about what was new and what was exciting. Trey's been a customer and a friend for many years, and we packaged some things for him years ago with a sanitizer, and so we connected, and I said, "What are you working on now?" And things just went from one to another, and we were talking about the Phix products. So we got on a plane, a few of us got on a plane, went down and visited Trey in his manufacturing, talked about what he was doing. And Trey's just been an incredible guy. Him and his whole team, invention and thought and everything that Trey represents is true and honest, and his integrity, and he's definitely the partner for us. And everything I've known about Trey and his family, and his dad's just incredible. His dad's just a gem of a guy, and so we've worked together actually, and he's always there when I need him. I just love his whole entire family. So without further ado, I just want to give you some insight on who we are partnering with and the special people that we have to bring these new products. And we're not done yet, folks. We're not done. This is just the beginning. I mean, we have one after another here, and we can't even talk about what's going to be happening a year from today. It may take that long, but hopefully shorter. But we have some things that are really going to be exciting. So with that, let me introduce my friend, our colleague, our number one vendor, Mr. Trey King. Trey, you there?
Hey, Randy, I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks for that. Thanks for that introduction. And just know that here where we're at, our feeling is mutual. I mean, you guys have you're going to get us involved with this company beyond the science portion of it yet. We're just thrilled to be a part of it, but we're also really thrilled to have an opportunity to get a couple ingredients out there that you've got now that we really didn't know exactly how that was really going to occur until we actually put this together. For those that know, I sound like a broken record. For those that don't, basically we were commissioned several years ago to develop a weight loss product for a particular company. And in doing so, you guys now have one of the ingredients that actually was going into that weight loss product, which is the Phix, which you've actually been using. And then you've got now its counterpart, which is the Phit. Both products actually are both compounds work together from different angles, but always looking at the same objective, which was to help you look and feel your very best. The Phix product primarily that you're using, as we have discussed before, primarily it tackles visceral fat. That's the fat that Dr. Ben will be talking a little bit more about later around your organs. And then the Phit product that you're learning about today and that you learned about in Vegas a couple of months ago actually addresses the subcutaneous fat. So when we're commissioned to work on these two products, the idea was to be able to tackle this at these two different angles. The problem was with the Phit product, and like I said, most of you already heard the story, but we had a really problem or trial in sourcing enough of the ingredient that was necessary to carry out the functions that we needed from the Phit. In doing so, or working toward that, we went ahead and, as you know, you guys ended up with the Phix, the MHE, and y'all have done a great job with it. And I've seen some really amazing things come out of it, even more so than what we saw in our clinical studies and what we looked at over the course of several years before you actually obtain the ingredient. But now that you've got the Phit to go with it, it's kind of like our mission complete. This was the way that the products were supposed to be in the beginning, and I can't tell you, even my whole staff here and the scientists involved were just thrilled to death to finally be able to put them together. But as I just got through mentioning prior to this, we had a problem with the Phit product in terms of sourcing enough of it, and that's why they actually was never together, in the beginning. With that problem, what we did was we actually went out and did our own commissioning for some local farmers to work with us on the growth of this particular ingredient that we need that actually comes from the elderberry. I want to cover this real quick because a lot of people believe that with the elderberry, when you hear elderberry extract, you can get elderberry extract anywhere. Well, we use that terminology because it's something people are very familiar with when you say elderberry extract. And with that being said, it's also kind of deceiving because there's lots of stuff in elderberry extract. That's just a terminology that people can actually understand. Within that elderberry extract, we purposely or specifically are just looking for one compound primarily. And that particular compound actually is made up of 4 other components that's necessary to do what we wanted or to achieve the goals that we had with the ideal of the Phix and the Phit working together. But we couldn't get enough of it. We ended up commissioning some local farmers to help us grow several years ago the crops that we needed in order to produce enough of it. And in doing so, they always want me to mention this as well. And it is quite unique because it wasn't planned this way at all. The actual ingredients or the actual fertilizer, some people want to refer to it as ingredients, we refer to it as fertilizer, that's actually used to help promote the growth of the crop. That is actually done through a byproduct of your Phix product of the hops plant. And what it does, it actually helps increase nitrogen retention in the ground. And I think one reason everybody wants me to mention that is, and it is very special because, it just shows the synergy between the two products in the beginning, that they're just kind of meant to be together. And with that being said, I also want to touch on something that you would be very interested in knowing as well. Just to give you an idea, when you're trying to source that product or that particular component, it would essentially take about 100 pounds for us to acquire about 6 pounds of the compound that we were primarily needing. And with our own commissioning of the farmers to work with us to better develop, or, we didn't change the elderberry. What we did was we just provided better conditions from an environmental perspective to get more out of the berries that we grow. We went from 6 to every 100 pounds to 70 to every 100 pounds, which gives us the ability to finally bring that to market, to bring, the two together. With that being said, I know Byron's hanging out here close by. Byron, have you got anything that you want to just kind of add to, or any questions that you would like for everyone to know that I haven't covered? I've covered it so many times at this point. I actually hate to keep repeating myself, and it actually becomes confusing to me as well. So jump on if you think there's anything that you want to really cover.
I think you told the story great, Trey. It's I think the one part that maybe people don't really catch out of this, number one, it was virtually a miracle for you to get Phix because you guys were ready to give up on getting that originally, and then you figured out a different way to do the extraction. Well, we would have never got the Phix product if you would have had enough ability to source the Phit product all together at once, because you would have made it together. And we ended up getting the blessing out of that, Trey, that we got Phix, and then you figured out how to source Phit, which we're bringing to everybody today. And I just think it's really interesting how God's weaved this together, so we have the opportunity, and the people on here have the opportunity, because it could have been very different if you'd have had that to be able to source everything at once. So there's lots of times in our world what takes place and happens is we really don't understand why we can't make certain things happen, but there's actually an orchestrated plan that's going on, Trey, and we just got to keep going forward. And it's really fun just to sit back and see how this is all playing out and coming together. And today we're launching something really, really crazy. So I think this will be a great time, Trey, for us to bring Ben on. And I mean, Ben is, been in the functional medicine space. He's an entrepreneur that owns a research company that does research on medical research. And, Trey, you guys have got to know each other really well as well. And it's just a huge blessing. We've got some white papers now that have been written that, Ben, that's things that he's done. And so, Trey, thanks for being on here. And if you have any closing things you want to say here, and then we'll bring Dr. Ben on.
Yeah. Hey, Byron, I do. I just want to say this again, and I think you made a great point just then. You're exactly right about the product actually would have never happened if we'd actually been able to source enough of the Phit in the beginning. But the good Lord works in mysterious ways, and I just really believe that something that's really, really meant to be like this always ends up finding the finish line. And I want to say this about Dr. Ben, who you're about to hear from too. If he wasn't working for you guys, he'd be working for us, because he's actually done a really fabulous job on explaining this in ways that people can better understand. And I can't overemphasize what you guys are really about to see when you actually combined two products together that was originally supposed to be that way to start with, between your Phix and your Phit. As excited as I am about you guys actually, or us actually having a place to move these forward, I'm just as excited about the fact of all your people being able to see just what they've got in these products once they're combined. So without anything further, I appreciate the opportunity of being here, Byron.
All right, awesome. Well, we'll bring Dr. Ben on, and Dr. Ben's got a super long history of in the medical space, teaching thousands of doctors and all kinds of other crazy things. And Dr. Ben, every time I see you, I mean, you're just a walking billboard for the product of what's happened. Holy cow. I mean, it's like, you might just mention that as you get started here of what's happened with you, using some of this. So I'll kick it over to you, brother. Thanks for being on.
Thanks, Byron. Thanks, Trey. And just along that note, I have been blessed to have lost over 30 some pounds, over 35 inches plus of my body. So it definitely is a testimony to what it is, especially when you go down 2 or 3 jean sizes, 2 or 3 shirt sizes. I jokingly tell people I was a pretty healthy fat man, right? And all the stuff that I've done at 68 years of age. It's kind of cool. But along the history, I just want to kind of talk about a couple of things, because when I was first told about Phix over a year ago, well, within 2 weeks of being a year ago, in my mind, there was just a lot of speculation. And people have heard me say, I thought it was snake oil. And I feel like God told me to go home and start researching it. And so from the very beginning, with all the research that had been done, as I looked at it, I postulated that there'd be probably a lot of different potential effects that using Phix would potentially do. So let me kind of go fast forward now over 12 months. We've learned so much about what Phix is, what it does, and all those potential effects that we postulated, we've actually seen them come into fruition. And in my mind, specifically my opinion, Phix is not a stimulant. It's not a fad. This is something that's very deep and very functional within the body, human body itself. And I just want to remind everybody, as Trey was saying, it was researched and produced to promote some very specific science-based activation components in the body, right? Now, we know that Phix has the potential to support reducing fatty acid types of inflammation. That was one of the biggest things I saw with all the research, and then the actual trials that I do in my practice as well. And we also know that inflammation can cause a lot of the problems that the body deals with. And so by looking at what Phix is and look at what Phix has done, we find that it helps support potential communication pathways in the body. And that allows it to be able to assess those pathways and then to begin some form of utilization inside that body. We also know it helps promote the brown adipose tissue, to bring the visceral white adipose tissue, that by reducing the fat around the organs and the abdomen, we actually have increased potential ability for health there. It helps support normal metabolic and digestive and elimination processes. It helps support healthy appetite control. It supports healthy fat oxidation pathways. It supports the normal processes related to energy production and even for the use in the body. It maintains normal cellular energy processes. It supports healthy sleep patterns. We've had a lot of people with that. It helps support a calm, relaxed, more positive mood. And then it supports normal stress response balance, and it even helps supports normal circulatory health. So we've been witnesses over this last 12 months to so many different aspects of what Phix has done for people. And it's truly been amazing to watch this. I mean, from a physician's point of view, you're like, wow, this one product has done phenomenal things for people. It's almost on the spectrum of just beyond belief. And when I first looked at it. And it's because of that history that I'm excited about Phit. Here we are again, looking at all the preliminary pilot research. And once again, we're postulating a lot of different potential effects using Phit. And from the preliminary research, we see the potential to take the results that we have seen with Phix and even go further and deeper and even faster. We believe that Phit will help support promoting the burning of the subcutaneous white adipose tissue, thereby reducing the fat under the skin. We also believe it's going to help maintain normal cellular energy processes. It's actually going to go into helping produce more energy. That's going to support a more balanced response to different types of stress that our body has. It's going to help support overall vitality of the body. Once again, it's going to help support healthy circulation. It's going to support health stress response balance. What do I mean by that? When we look at just life in general and what we see, the types of stress that happen within our body, we're going to actually see this come in and just kind of calm some of that down. It's going to have great potential to do that. Thereby, it's going to support balanced energy. It's going to help balance out the appetite and the mood. And I just want to kind of make a good point here. Both of these products, Phix and Phit, they truly are standalone products. Yet combined, they are phenomenal. And when I say that word fat oxidation, I just want people to understand that it goes from helping the body shift from storing fat to be able to burn it as a fuel. So a couple of my concluding thoughts as I just think about what we actually have our hands on. Phix actually helps flip the switch. Phit itself helps fuel the engine. So kind of put that in another way. Phix initiates and activates things in the body, whereas Phit itself is going to come by and potentially nourish, recharge, and keep the body going. A funny way to think about it in my mind, I go, well, if fat is the fuel that we need, and if you think about what fat is just stored potential fuel. So if we're trying to burn either visceral fat or subcutaneous fat, then here's what we know. Phix is the spark and Phit's the battery pack. Together, they have the potential to reset your body from the inside out. We believe, or I believe anyway, that they will form a foundation for the metabolic revival in your body. They're going to help work on your biology, not your willpower. And that's where so many people have troubles, is because they're dependent upon willpower. These two combined will help to retrain your body to burn fat efficiently, even at rest. For most of us that we're sitting down right now, we use certain amounts of fat or fuel to actually keep us alive. When we talk about the resting metabolic rate and all these different energy expenditure rates, we have to understand that this isn't just about burning fat. This is about cellular revival, creating energy freedom, and potentially producing immune fortification. Now, Phix and Phit, let's keep this real here, used together in conjunction with some type of reduced caloric intake, regular exercise, they potentially help support our journey, your journey, to a freedom, deep healing, and maybe even potentially some very vibrant health. And my last comment I want to say, and we've talked about this in kind of a funny way, Phix has the potential results that can be measured in the inches that are lost on the body. So I said on my body, I've lost over 35 inches. Phit has the potential results that you're going to see in the weight scale. And that's what gets me excited. When I combine both of these products together, and I think about the phenomenal potential that we have to change our bodies, your body, you that are listening, it's going to change your body and help regain your health. So with that, I'm excited to turn this back over to Terry.
Wow, that was amazing, Dr. Bowers. Did I hear you say metabolic revival?
Yes, sir.
Dang, I don't know about anybody else, but I got a hashtag. I got a new hashtag, metabolic revival. Love it. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, Trey. And thank you, Randy, for everything that you guys have shared so far. And look, what you guys have just heard really is a synopsis from a compliant standpoint. I'll just leave it right there. All right. My words for it are this: it's what everybody wants. That's what we've got here. And so I look down the road and I just think, oh my goodness, we're going to have a healthy, sexy group of people a year from now as people get Phix and Phit. And so we're really excited about all of this, guys. And hopefully you've been able to put together what you've heard at a very professional level. It's really what people want in our world today. So we have both of those now and pretty much on steroids. And so now what you're about to hear, okay, now we're going to transition. Now you need to have you get ready to take some links down. You might want to take some screenshots, things like that, as the next gentleman comes on to give you the tools, give you the roadmap. How do you go get it? And all the different things and available to people for you to be able to not only get this, order it, and share it. That's what we're about to do right now. This, gang, is where the rubber meets the road. So we're ready to launch. Phit. Get ready. So with that, I want to introduce our COO/VP, as Randy mentioned earlier. And this gentleman, I just kid you not, guys, tirelessly works on every one of our, for us. He's working for every one of us. And I mean, it's crazy what this man does. And without him, man, most everything that we know of doesn't happen. So our hats are off to this guy. And hopefully anytime you see this man, do not let him pay for a meal because he is working for every one of us. So with that, Tom Spudik, come on and share with these guys what is up, my brother.
Hey, everybody. Terry, thank you so much for your kind words. It is such an honor to be here this day with this celebration, with all the amazing things that are happening to serve all of you. This is a powerhouse, really. So with that, let's talk about, I'm going to do a screen share to start a few things off. And I know, we're going to honor something very important that we said we would do. Integrity matters in our processes. And we said that we were going to do a drawing here real quick. And Randy gave us the ability to share some of what we call these new Phit packs. Some of you may have seen the videos. These are a great little sharing tool. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to go do a drawing here real quick because I know some of you hung out and I want to be able to reward a couple people. Toby, would you jump on with me if you're able to do that? And I'm going to do a random drawing. We put the numbers of our attendees here. And I just want to give away a couple of these packs real quick. So let me do that. We'll start off. And I'm getting a random number generator going. And it's giving me number 3478, Toby. 3478. Can you give us an idea who that one is?
You bet. 3478. Yep. Coming up.
While Toby's looking for this person in this winner, we're going to give you two of these packs right here. This is going to be an awesome way for you to sample and also to share with someone else as well. Each one of these Phit packs has 7 Phit sticks in it. That's how you tear open these single serving sticks, and makes it very easy to be able to share experience and just enjoy this product. So Toby, who is our winner there?
Congratulations to Rebecca Williams.
Awesome. Congratulations, Rebecca. So when these come in, this is really important. Hey, there you go, Terry. Thank you for jumping in. Awesome. Thank you, Randy, Kathy, Mr. Yap, for allowing us to do these drawings. And let's do one more real quick because we want to give people something awesome. So we're going to do another one, and I'm generating a number here, number 1553. Okay, so Toby's going to look for our winner, number 1553. We're going to celebrate that. Again, another 2-pack. And these little sample programs, as we call them, or travel programs, however you prefer, these are great ways to be able to try this product. And these are going to hit. Our hope here is we will be shipping these starting by the first week of July, everybody. So the winners are going to get those. Toby, who's our winner on 1553?
Great job, Donna Murray.
Donna Marie. Okay, thank you. Excellent. Terry, jumping in. Thank you very much. Absolutely. We love helping people win. Now, with that, Toby, thank you for your help as well. Let me jump over and share my screen and get to what a lot of you are waiting for here today, which is how do you get your Phit? So let me go ahead and get a screen share started. And we're going to go over to a Canva slide. And by the way, everybody, let me share something in the chat for all of you because we do want to continue to give. And you're going to see in the chat this little flyer I happen to have on my screen for the moment when Dr. Ben was sharing. And we want to be able to give you resources that help you to understand and help you to share this product. So I'm going to put in the chat for everybody right now a link to this particular document. It's a little 2-page document. talks about two products, Phit and Phix, with one mission, helping you look and feel your best. And you're going to see, of course, the summary, some of the high points of what Dr. Ben and Trey were sharing. So go ahead and enjoy that one. And now jump over to here and get a little better screen share going for everybody. See if we can get the Canva template to load. There we go. And we'll go a big screen here for you. So first off, you're going to see that the option, these are for ISRs, and let me be very clear, these are pre-order options, everybody. So whether you go into your back office, you look at the auto ship section, or you go to the place an order section, you will see a link right there to get Phit in the US, Canada, and the UK. So ISRs in the US, Canada, and UK are able to take advantage of pre-ordering Phit right now. You're going to see that we have a bag of 30 sticks. So these 30 servings come in these nice convenient sticks, as I mentioned before. That's going to be 50 CV, 50 QV. And you'll notice something very important about this because, you know, we talk about how can we help people enjoy and experience these products. They are very valuable. And so what you're going to notice is on the left side of my screen, if you can see that, we have the $109.95 price. That's USD, $109.95 price. Randy mentioned some things we're going to do with free shipping. Okay, so we're going to have free shipping on this in the US to start, of course, free shipping in the US. And you're going to notice here that on an auto ship price, you're going to see a discount. So if you happen to have this product on your monthly auto ship, you can get it for $99.95. So Randy, Kathy, Mr. Yap, thank you so much for allowing us to have people sample this at these great price points because you cannot put a price on your health, and understandably, this is a tool, a support to be able to help you get to some of those health goals that you have. Another thing here, you're going to see the 2-pack of these 30 serving bags. So if you have someone in your life that you'd like to share with and help them experience it, this is a great way to do that. $199.95. Again, those are USD prices. 100 CV, 100 QV, and also you can notice the discount at the auto ship price, $189.95. And remember, these are going to start to ship that target very first week of July. We're going to keep our fingers crossed, maybe even a little sooner, but for sure, first week of July, we're going to get these shipping out. So they're going to come right hot off the press for you. So there's the first thing we want to share. Next one that I'm going to go over with you is a combination. Many of you are probably wondering, how do I get Phix and Phit together? Well, we've got a great auto ship option for you. If you go into the back office, and you'll see that in the store as well. But we do have an auto ship discount. You'll see it $189.95, 30 servings of Phit. You're also going to get the bottle of Phix. That's 25 servings in the bottle. And you also get 6 convenient snaps. These snaps, or the single serving sachets, you're able to take these with you on the go. They're a great way to experience the product and share it with other people as well. So once again, $189.95, or if you have the auto ship, $179.95, and you get to enjoy both products together. Powerful, and again, that pre-order gets going here for you. They'll start to ship the beginning of July. Now, another thing that I know you're all excited about, and I'm going to be able to share, people are wondering, how do I introduce people to Phit and Phix together? How do I share this great opportunity to help people support their health and to support the vision of their future for their life? And so you're going to see here, we've got the same package I just mentioned on the auto ship or the ISR order. You're going to see Phit 30 servings, the bottle, and of course the six snaps there. And you're going to see that at $239.95. There is an annual membership, and please note, everybody, for right now, we're able to offer this in the USA for start. We have the intention in the future to be able to offer it to some of our other markets. We want to be able to reach as many people as we can. We're starting off with the US to start. That'll be on the page where you go to enroll people with Phix right now, the exact same page. You're able to get over there, and I'll show you a visual of that in just a second. $239.95. Pay close attention to one thing. Free shipping on this starter, this enrollment option. So in this enrollment pack, free USA shipping through June 30th. So make sure you take advantage of that. Take advantage of the opportunity to help somebody be the first to get their hands on Phit and Phix together. So with that, I'm going to jump out of the screen share. And before I go any further, because I got some tools and some things I want to share, does maybe Terry, do you have anything you want to jump in with, or Byron? I want to give you guys a chance to hop in and share anything that's on your mind. And otherwise, I'll go and share some tools on the site as well.
Yeah, excited about everything we have there, Tom. Appreciate it. Love the packaging, and I hope people appreciate the work that's gone into that to just make everything very fresh, very new, and it's, again, guys, more of that commitment to excellence. And so really excited about Phix and Phit and our metabolic revival that is about to take place.
Absolutely. All right. So how about we do this? I've got a couple more things to share. Number one, I'm going to put this page right here for you, and I'm going to mention one more. So this page that I'm going to share in just a little bit is going to lead you to the page about becoming an ISR, how you can join the MPG team. And you're going to see here that, as I mentioned, as I promised, you're going to see that option to be able to get started with Phit and Phix here together. You don't have to worry about which link to share. It's actually the same one you've been inviting people to go over to Phix with. And you're going to see right here that it's in the menu option, Phix and Phit kits. Okay, right there for you, the exact same thing. So huge, huge, huge deal for everybody to know that that's where you can go right to start. And I'm going to stop my screen share because I have the privilege of just talking a little bit about some of the partnerships. Randy, Kathy, my friends, the leaders, the vision that they have set forth, and vision is such a massive word for everybody. Vision says, you know, you've got this dream, this idea to serve at such a high level. And then what happens is you actually attract and connect and make these partnerships with people that transform your life and your business. And one of those partnerships, we consider them our legacy partners, it happens to be with ACE and Mr. Brian Jewell. And so what I'm really excited about today is that about a year ago, I had the privilege of being introduced to Brian through Byron and Jim and some of their connections. And it's been literally just a spark from the beginning. I remember thinking, I think it was literally our first conversation. Brian introduced me to ACE. We started asking some questions, and you're going to hear about some of the things that happened just because from that conversation about a year ago. So with that, I have the privilege of introducing Mr. Brian Jewell, founder of ACE. Brian?
Hey, what's up, Tom? Great to be here.
Absolutely. So Brian, can you share a little bit with everybody why the operating system of ACE is such a game changer, and what you see, what we're going to show everybody here in a moment, why it's going to matter to them? Why would they want to pay attention to this?
Well, no, first off, I'm so grateful to be here, and you said it best. We consider MPG to be just an amazing partner, and we're very loyal here at ACE. And the first team in the industry to really adopt ACE was Jim and Byron. That led to meeting Randy and Mr. Yap and you. And the synergy here is unreal. You guys are quickly becoming the envy of the rest of this profession, and I think we're only going to make that gap a little bit worse today. Well, Tom, you were showing some PDFs there. You were showing some slides, right? You were showing some links, and I think a lot of those are hosted on our servers, right? And so we're an operating system. ACE is an operating system for the gig economy. We work with billion-dollar brands, individual leaders, to Girl Scouts who are selling cookies virtually. Whatever the side gig is, we've tried to build a system that allows you to do that easier, quicker, and faster. And the thing that's interesting, though, is that at MPG, we've kind of gone off the rails a little bit and created some things that I don't think have ever existed before. And that's only possible through this collaboration. Is that a fair assessment, Mr. Spudik?
Yeah, absolutely, Brian. And what's really great about that is the tool. So I think the point I'd like to highlight of what Brian just said is that whether you find value for yourself and you decide to go explore ACE, we'll talk to you about how to get that for a free trial, but we're going to continue to deliver value for you. MPG looks at the partnership with ACE and the value that they provide as more resources and assets that you can benefit from in the operating system at whatever kind of menu you choose to use it as. We just want to give you the tools to be able to win and the systems that make it simple to do so and to share, track, and duplicate. And that's what we talk about here with our partnership with ACE. So I put a link in the chat for everybody that will take you over to that PDF and that little overview document. There's going to be some more that we're going to share here after the Zoom. We're going to put some things in an email for you. We'll have a recap. We're going to have some things in the back office for you. And of course, we'll have those assets available for you inside the MPG corporate collection inside of ACE. So there'll be, whether you're in ACE or whether you're not, we hope you will try it and see the benefit yourself, but you're going to see the tools are going to help you no matter what. So Brian, do you have anything else you want to share before we show them an example of a video you have?
Well, that's just it. Let's make it easier to share, right?
Yes, absolutely. So Brian, you want to show something that's the kind of the spark, if you will, that we're going to share with everybody else as well after the Zoom so they can see what's coming ahead. What's the future with MPG and ACE?
I cannot underscore this enough. This has been a year in the making. Tom and I have been talking about making this work. How could this work for over a year? And so I'm very excited to show this video to y'all. And I want you to understand that the maximizer here is creating duplication. Can you create tools that make it easier for people to win? If you want to start a side gig in 2025, simple is the operative word. And I think we've done that here. So without further ado, just make sure I got Share with sound on. I do. Okay. Can you see that, Tom?
Yes, sir. Just coming through right now.
Hey, quick question. What if you could make a sale just from sending a video? What if, when your prospect tapped Get Started, it instantly launched into a seamless checkout experience? What if you could get notified in real time as they're adding things to their cart? And one more thing, and it's a big one. What if someone could launch their business right from the video? After a year of development, it's now possible. The entire enrollment flow is built in, no redirects, no drop-off, just tap, shop, and launch without the friction. Rolling out soon, exclusively for now, to the US market. Powered by the legacy partnership between Marketplace Global and ACE.
I wish that we could talk to everybody right now. I wish we were in a room full of all of people just excited to hear what they could tell us when they saw that video. It is a game-changing buying, and now we're going to be in the future sharing and enrolling. How do you get started? How do we make somebody have an enjoyable process? And Brian, you said one really important thing, knowing that someone would get the notification. Can you talk a little bit about why that's such a big deal?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to make it simple for you to know what you should be doing, who you should be talking to, who you should be engaging with, right? And so built into the core of ACE, this idea of being able to track what you send. So we've got some really cool videos that we've been working on, and that can ultimately lead into a shopping cart experience. So imagine you get notified the moment someone presses play on the video. You get notified the moment someone adds it to their cart. You get notified the moment they change their cart, update the quantity, remove something, and you get notified when they go through the checkout experience. Wouldn't that be great to know, Tom, if you saw someone go all the way to the checkout, but it didn't actually finish? Who would you be calling right then?
Absolutely. So it helps you put somebody to the front of the line, so to speak. Is that right?
Bingo.
Okay. So, and you know, Brian, I don't know if this is a good analogy or not, but I was thinking, I actually sent him a text right before when we were in the Zoom. And I said, to me, it's a lot like the Ring doorbell tool.
Sure, yeah.
Yes, ACE lets you know when somebody's at the door of your website, of your shopping or joining experience. Right?
Well, it's 100%, and it's like you want to know when a package arrives. And the thing about this is, when someone is the most interested to buy the product or to join the opportunity, it should be easy and frictionless for them to do that. And Tom, I can't just give kudos enough to your team, because companies out there want this, and I think you guys are the closest to being able to originate it and run up that score a little bit more. So just amazing work.
Awesome. And so, Brian, I'll tell you what, I know we want to show everybody here. Now, you might be thinking, listen, I'm not sure. Well, I haven't tried ACE yet. Great. Okay, no problem. We're going to show you that even if you don't have ACE, you're still going to benefit from the operating system. And you're going to be able to grab that link, and I'll post it again for you, and you're going to get an email after this. So we want to show you that these things are here for you, regardless of what you do and which path you choose. So when you go into, Brian, can you share your screen for us and show us that page, what I call the feeling stuck page for the moment. And we're going to be able to give an overview here. And Brian's going to pull that up. What we're going to do for all of you is, in the email that we'll send, we will give you the link. We will show you how to be able to use this tool for free. It exists on the MPG website, and you'll be able to leverage this tool. And Brian, if you need me to put it over.
Got it.
You got it. There you go. Great. So we will give you the link to this page and a video that's going to be a very powerful tool for you. And Brian, can you share that with everybody, please?
This video?
Yes, please.
Got it.
Over 260 million adults live in the U.S., and nearly 3 in 4 are overweight. More than half say their weight affects their mental health, and 59% believe life would be better if they could just feel more confident in their own body. There's a big demand, but there's also a big problem. Despite spending more than $90 billion a year, many solutions in the market are unsustainable or simply ineffective. People don't need another gimmick. They don't need another fad diet, and they don't need another drug. They need support. Natural options designed to work with the body, not against it. They need solutions, a smarter approach to energy, metabolism, and progress. You're about to discover 2 groundbreaking products to help reach your goals. One is formulated to support healthy fat metabolism. the other to support healthy weight goals. Two innovative products with one mission, helping you look and feel your best. Click the button to learn more about this effective combo.
All right. Awesome. So guys, you're going to see kind of two parts of this here. So now someone could click the button. But Brian, we just talked about what you get with ACE. Inside of ACE, can you pull out that video and then go to the button in ACE, please? We're going to show people kind of the compare and contrast.
Over to helping you look and feel your best. Click the button to learn more about this effective combo.
Most people click on this video because they're hoping to lose a few pounds, and they end up happy with what they find. In fact, by the time they're done watching, they see a path forward to support that goal and something more. Yes, looking good matters, but so does waking up with energy, feeling confident, and enjoying life more fully. If you can relate, you're not alone. There's a whole world of people just like you, tired of gimmicks and ready for something real. They're looking for something more natural, something simple, something that truly fits into their day. And if they found it, they'd try it. Maybe they'd even share it. If it helps someone else to feel better too, that's what this video is about. No hype, no pressure. Just two expertly formulated products that people love, and a chance to make a difference, and maybe a little extra money by sharing them with others. By the way, you can click the button at any point during this video if you're ready to get started. Let's talk about a natural-based approach to wellness that's helping people feel better from the inside out. Starting with Phix. Add a few drops to any beverage. It's virtually tasteless, and you're supporting your body's natural fat metabolism rhythm. Phix's star ingredient, matured hop extract. Preliminary ingredient research from double-blind, placebo-controlled studies suggests that matured hop extract supports healthy body composition, visceral fat reduction, and cognitive function. Then there's Phit, a delicious berry-flavored drink mix that pairs perfectly with your healthy lifestyle. It helps support your body's own fat metabolizing processes without the crash or jitters. This is a smarter, cleaner way to support your body with real tools that fit real life. Now you might be thinking, I want to try this. Honestly, you should. You're going to love Phix and Phit. And guess what? People aren't just buying these products, they're sharing them. Why? Because it's simple to share, and the products work. Here's the proof. Someone shared this video with you. You clicked because you were curious. Now you can do the same. Simply send the link, let the video do the talking, and earn when people shop or join Marketplace Global. It's no different than sharing your favorite podcast or show, except now you can earn and even build a team of people doing the same thing. So whether you just want to make a little extra each month, or you're looking to crave something even more, you're here, perfectly positioned right now to monetize the movement with Marketplace Global. Everything is in place. The products, the generous pay plan, a simple system for sharing, and access to a catalog of complementary products just like Phix and Phit. So if you're excited about natural products that actually work, if you want to be part of a movement that's growing, if you love helping people, and you want to create a legacy with others, this is your moment. Simply click the button that best fits you and walk on the Marketplace Global.
How's that, Tom?
Awesome. And now this is an important distinction right here, everybody. This is what's the start of what's going to come here. And I'm going to share, as Brian's clicking, you're going to hear a little bit about, you'll see some of the tools. Number one, they can learn about the products. Somebody watched that video, they might want to learn a little bit more. They have access to the flyers about the products. Okay. In the future, there could be an option that somebody could choose to get started as a customer, or as if they want to continue to go forward and learn how to shop, share, and earn. That's going to give them the ability to do that. But the flyers are there for somebody to learn even more about the product. Then we've got the how to earn. So right there on that page, they'll be able to learn, watch a little video explaining our plan, get the overview PDF that we share with people. And then ultimately, if they decide that they want to keep going and they're ready to join your team, they're going to click that button right there, that the drop down, and it's going to talk to them about the option to get started with us. And then it's going to answer some questions. And of course, Brian, when you click that button, can you show everybody where it goes today? Okay, there you go. Get started with Phix. So here's the point that I wanted to share with everybody. The experience today, right now, ends in the same path as it does at the very beginning of the video. Or Brian, when you showed that page that was on the MPG website, the Marketplace Global site, that had that little video, it'll take you through the same experience. But there's one big difference. That little page that Brian just clicked off of, that doesn't exist outside of ACE right now. And it's not because we don't want it to exist for you. It's because ACE has some technology that makes it exist that is not possible with some of the tools we have otherwise. So we are going to work on getting you some more resources, but that video will take you through on your phone. If you share the ACE video through your phone, they can click right on the button that was in the video. Brian, there was a little fast track there. They said in the video, you could click get started anytime in the video, and it will take you to that page to learn more. But there's more though, Brian. Do you want to talk about what's coming this week that's going to come out when they click that button on the join, shop, and share and earn?
100%. And we talked a little bit about it inside of this teaser video. So the impetus is, what if at the moment someone is ready to get started, they could check out without being redirected anywhere? What if they could enroll and join the business just from that video, and you're getting notified as they're going through the process? Simply sharing and then watching as the notifications come in as they're taking action. That is what's going to be ready technologically within the next week.
Yes. So technologically, someone for the first time will be able to go from a video to click a button to go enroll, join your team, and go through an e-commerce experience, a shopping experience that is more natural to what they're experiencing out in the world, rather than what we call some of the friction that exists out there in the marketplace. So when you go to send somebody, they got to jump through these pages and these hoops. It is seamless right there on their phone in an experience that they are used to. So we're gonna elevate the game. It'll start in the USA again. Now this is a big distinction for everybody, and please hear this one. Just because when we say starting in the USA, it means that people can enroll in the USA. It does not mean that somebody who in, for example, Canada, if you happen to know someone in the United States and you share this tool with them, they can enroll here. You will still be their sponsor. It's just that they're enrolling because they live and do business and are citizens here in this example in the United States. So they are going to build their business in the States. That's an example. So I want to be very, very clear. You can use this tool if you're in ISR in other countries. You just can't use it in your own country to enroll somebody there right now. That'll be coming in the future based on different markets, based on the technology as it grows. But right now, in a week, well, and that's our target here. And when Brian said the teams and the partners that it took to do this, when Brian and I first started talking about this a year ago, it was him and I on a Zoom, and it was fun, and we had a vision. But then literally, we've had 3 different companies outside of ourselves and teams of developers working to pull this thing together. Every day this past week, we met with these teams just to move pieces together. And some of you, Brian, do you want to share anything about that first before I tell about the customers?
I have worked in technology companies. I have never seen someone move a group of developers faster than Tom Spudik. What was like month quotes that we were all giving him became days quotes because he would not hear when we said month. So you have a real champion in Tom, and I would like to sleep at some point in the next week.
Well, first of all, thank you guys. And that is the driver here is to serve all of you, to give you tools. So remember, this system, this operating system, you're going to benefit from it no matter what. And Randy, you want to jump in, Randy? I saw Randy.
Guys, I got to tell you, I'm sitting here next to Terry and his phone is just blowing up about people, how much they love you guys. Tell those guys I love them. That's what the texts are blowing up with pictures and wow, and this is game changing. I mean, you hear the dinging going off? It's going crazy next to me. I've never seen anything like this. His phone is blowing up. You better get a battery charger, buddy.
Randy, this is all your fault.
I'm telling you, this is crazy. Too many people have your phone number. That's all I can say. Great job, guys.
Oh, thank you. And you know, in the spirit of just recognizing vision, the vision of the leaders here, Jim, Byron, Terry, so many of you, they make these partnerships. They attract and create. We're co-creating. Literally, you're watching co-creation happen on the fly. Last night, we did a Zoom, my last night we did a Zoom for Australia. And what was amazing is that they benefited from the same operating system. Whether they saw the value and jumped in themselves, you can go get a free trial. Okay, but the vision here is what I'm talking about. Randy, Kathy, Mr. Yap, our entire team jumping together saying, how can we give MPG the best? How can we give you a system? So right now, you'll see options, but I just want you to remember 2 big takeaways from this. We're growing. We're going to continue to expand this. Number 2, does the tool that you're using now, can this be a complement to that? Can this be an addition? Can this be something that will help you just get that little bit of an edge? Like Brian said, knowing who to talk to, knowing what they were doing. No, and it's just an incredible thing to be able to say, these are the people who are raising their hands right now. They want more. And I know all of you, you're here taking your time on whatever day it is around the world for you. And you're saying to yourself, I'm here because I have a vision. I have hope. I'm inspired. And I want to be able to serve people at a high level. This will be an enhancement to what you're doing. Okay, think about it as an and conversation. And with that, Brian, can you do me a favor and just summarize? There was one more thing that blew me away when you talked about vision and generosity. We have a customer program right now that we launched in what we call our Fun Fact Fridays in May. And so some people have already started taking advantage of that. They've started to use the tool inside of ACE to be able to go get customers in this checkout experience. So Brian, you said something to me last night, I think yesterday when we were talking, that you said you'd like to be able to help people who see the vision and take action on it. So can you talk a little bit about that?
100%. And for those of you who don't have access to it yet, you can get access to ACE in your back office by taking a 30-day trial. We have a special deal with NPG because you guys always get our special stuff and our coolest toys first, because Jim would attack me if I didn't let that happen. So for $4.99 a month, but for anyone who has made a sale using this new e-commerce checkout that we launched a couple weeks ago, and for the next 100 people who do either using that page or the page that we're about to drop, we're going to be giving you ACE for 6 months for free. So if you've already made a sale with ACE, you're going to get ACE for 6 months for free. And if you're one of the next 100 to make a sale using this, we're going to give it to you 6 months for free as well.
Unbelievable. So let me recap that. So if the people who've already made sales through what we shared here in May, they're going to get the 6 months for free. We're going to circle back to all of you. We know who you are. We have those records. Okay. Then going forward, starting today, when we have the next 100 people, whenever that happens, and remember, we're going to have a big drop. We have our fingers crossed here, a big technology drop next Friday. Okay. That's our target, everybody. Now, if it happens to come a little later, please give us patience, but that is our target, okay? And Brian, there's one big thing too on top of this. So the 100 people that Brian just talked about, the next 100, when you enroll someone or when you have somebody be a customer, when you personally introduce someone as a customer or an ISR, going through these tools, you're going to be able to get 6 months of the Essentials plan, the ACE Essentials plan for free.
Absolutely. Yep.
That is incredible. And then, Brian, one more thing that we have to talk about, and I know I'm going to hand it off here in just a second, everybody, but I got to show you a couple things. These tools, we've already seen the Phit pack. What many of you might not be aware, when we talk about systems and things we have to offer, we have a coffee, our core Java experience pack. We have a redesign coming in the near future, a pack for being able to share Phix. And we have a green sample pack that is coming out soon. What everybody doesn't know yet, we didn't even touch on this. One of my mentors calls it stacking the cool. This is extremely important. And talked about stacking the cool, we're going to be able to show you how to introduce people to these sample programs that I just shared with you. And we're going to give them the ability to stack in their checkout process. So imagine if somebody were to buy a Phit sample pack, then we could offer them right without having to put their credit card in. This does not exist right now, everybody. You need to get this concept for what's coming, where the puck is going. They will be able to get this on an upgrade. They will literally be able to say, they'll raise their hand, I want something more. And guys, there's more. I'm going to talk to you about another feature of this that's coming out. But trust me, when you can stack the cool, introduce people to more products, and then, of course, multiply their health benefit. That's what we're here for. Help each other be healthier and happier, and then be able to grow your business doing it. This tool will deliver for you. So, Brian, can you talk anything you want to say about that before I wrap it up here for this part?
I just want to say from an outside perspective, I have never seen a company in recent memory execute on the field and corporate partnership like MPG has. And that's a testament to your executive team, and that's a testament to your field leadership. But let me just say, buckle up, because it's not like we're going to drop this and 6 months from now we'll show you something else. The summer of MPG launches is here, and the velocity is about to get unreal. So we're so grateful to be a part of it, even in a small way. Tom is amazing. Seriously, never let him pay for his lunch if you're around him. Like Terry said, you've got an incredible champion in him, an amazing executive team. Randy, thank you for letting us come in here and work with your amazing people. And yeah, guys, it's about to get fun.
Awesome. And Brian, you're going to hand it. I'm going to jump out here. I think we're going to go over to Byron next, right, Brian?
I mean, 100%. The man, the myth, the legend himself. I got to say this. I joined direct sales when I was 17 years old. It changed the course of my life. I was able to build a career for myself. I didn't go to college. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I ended up on this man's team. It changed my life. And if you are lucky enough to be on this Zoom call, then you're with the man himself. So Byron Schrog, take it away.
I've been listening to this whole thing, and it's just one of those times that, at least in my lifetime, I just have to recognize there are times in life when you are in the right place at the right time, but it's not only knowing that you're there, but taking action in it. And those of you that are listening here, I just want to recap a couple of different things here, and we're going to let all of you off here. But here's what I'm listening.
Did we lose Byron for a second, everybody? Brian, I don't know if you can.
Byron, if you can hear us, man, you need to maybe get a better spot there. We've lost you.
Yeah.
Someone's friend out there with a laptop. There he is.
There, okay.
All right. I think I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. There's times in your life when all of a sudden what takes place and happens is you recognize you're in a certain place. And I believe we've awakened a giant. You know, 365 days ago, we launched the Phix product. And now 1 year later, we launch Phit. And we've had many people questioned whether, you know, what this is going to be like. Well, we have the documentation, and now we're adding its partner. Batman and Robin are together again. And now we're going to bring this the next go around to the next 365 days. And what we also did is we introduced some amazing tools. I know many of you didn't even recognize maybe what it was, but what Brian Jewell and his ACE platform has brought is simplicity and speed. And simplicity and speed in building teams is everything. And, you know, this is just getting better and better. And when we add that to the timing of where our world is, we have a world right now that we have people that are ready to take back their life. They're ready to take back their health. They want to take back their wealth. And when we factor in where we sit, I don't know how you come up with a better combination of timing where you have the tools, we have a company that's backing us, and we also have a demographic in our world that is frustrated. There's many of you on here, you're just hoping this is real. There's many of you on here saying, if this could help me with my health, how amazing would that be? If that was the only thing that happened. There's other of you on here going like, holy cow, I want this to not only take back my health, but I want to take back some of my life, the wealth, so I have some time and money freedom. And so this is where we find ourselves. And you're going to have to make a choice. And I want to talk about, as I wrap this up, one component that is important and maybe the most important factor of where we're headed and where we're going. We have the amazing products, we got the amazing tools, we got the amazing company, but the culture is what is the key. Many people are searching for the right kind of culture. And a little over 100 days from right now, we're going to do our first celebration of the launch of Phit and Phix together, along with everything else, and we're going to be in Dallas, Texas. And what's special about that is I have one of my very close friends that is the Zen master in creating culture and coaching, is going to be there, and we're going to launch our very first boot camp. So if you're part of this and you say, I just want to know what to do, how to do, what's the best way to do to advance. And so I want you to just watch this short little clip. And Brian, if you could play that real quick, we'll come back on here and we'll close this out.
What if one weekend could change everything? What if you could unlock the mindset, the skill set, and the fire to build a life on your terms? This isn't just another event, this is Boot Camp, the legendary training event that ignited a movement, that transformed careers, that launched leaders across the globe. Boot Camp is back. Are you ready? For years, it was a secret weapon behind some of the most explosive growth in the business world. Reimagined, recharged, rebuilt for the next wave. Get in the room, level up your belief, and step into the new era of boot camp. Because legends don't retire, they evolve. Revised by a powerhouse team of MPG leadership and led by the master of mindset himself, Mark Aceta. If you've ever felt the call for more purpose, more income, more impact, this is your moment. Get in the room, level up your belief, and step into a new era of boot camp.
So if that isn't the cherry on the top, I don't know what is. Those of you that are saying, hey, I just want to be part of something significant. I want to be part of something I can take back my life. Well, we've got it all pieced together for you. We got the products, we got the company, we got the tools that you can share. Also, we've got the culture. And you might drop that in the chat, Brian, just the link so where people can see what that's all about. But here's what we have now is a way that you actually can take back your life, a way you can elevate your life, not only with products, but also with the training that is done. And we're going to do this in October. I just want to personally invite all of you. I just want to invite you to come. Get you a ticket. We've got a room that is very, very large that we can put in several thousand people, and we are already almost 40% sold out of that room, and we just launched this a few days ago. And so I would encourage you to get a ticket. Come play the game with us in a really big way, and we're just super grateful for all of you that joined us today, and you got to be part of a moment in time in history. A year ago, there was a demarcation in an inflection point when we launched Phix. There's another inflection point today when we launch Phit. And this, my friends, is where I believe the giant has started to awaken. When we add the tools, we add the culture, we add the company, we add all these things together, this is a shot for you, for your life to get different. And we want to invite you to be part of it. If you're not part of it, just say yes. Call your friend and just say, hey, I got to play. I want in. You might just say, hey, I just want to buy the product as a customer. That's great. But many of you are saying, I want more to life than I have right now. And I believe you found it. Get back with the person that put you on here. Many of you sent links to people that couldn't make it on here. Make sure they get this recording. Make sure they get the announcements of what's going on, because the speed and the simplicity just changed today. And we invite you in. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. God bless. Have an amazing Saturday wherever you're at in the world. And God bless. Thanks for tuning in.